I said the difference between you and I is how palpate the BMI. Took the heart for problems before I get involved and try to solve my problems. I got time on my hands, but talking you off a ledge was never part of my plans. I listen to thought that I'm the old far away. Not my problem.
Morning, this is JahLogic, and you're watching the Morning Rant. And let me pull in my two co-hosts. Good morning, fellas. Good morning. I got Steph and Schoolboy. Steph, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, man. I'm good, man. How y'all holding up?
Yeah, all is well. All is well. Schoolboy?
This is the best morning I've had today.
I like that. I like that. That's a good one. The best morning I had today. I might have to steal that shit, Schoolboy. That's some fly shit you just said. Good morning. This is the Morning Rant. And we are on season 2, episode 2. And I hear a little background noise. I don't know if somebody's watching it. And we have a morning shout out from Just One Love. Good morning, sister. Always good to see you on the check-in. The first person in the comments. I love it. She says, top of the morning, Ranters. Top of the morning to you. And I hope everything is well with you.
Good morning.
So, fellas, we don't have VeeSmilez with us today, but we do have an extra special guest in the building too, backstage. That's going to be coming in a little later. But yeah, let's get to these news, man. Let's get to these updates. You feel me? So, with that being said, we're going to start with our first update, which will be the Corona update. All right. So, y'all ready? Schoolboy, what you drinking on?
A Duff beer. Nigga drinking Duff beers early in the morning.
Schoolboy, your mic is on Teddy Riley like a motherfucker, bro. It's still on Teddy Riley.
All right, so I've got a mute button on my actual headset. Then I got a mute button on the computer. But yeah, man, PBR is my favorite beer.
PBR in the morning. So we looking for that sponsorship, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that's a bet. Virginia Slim says peace and good morning. Good morning to you, good brother. How you doing, man? Good to see you on the check-in as always. And salute to everybody who's watching, even the ones that can't comment. We appreciate you. We tried to come on at 7 today, but we had some, difficulties behind the scene. So we're here an hour late, but we're here at 8. So I don't know, maybe 8 might be the sweet spot, but we'll see. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to get to the news. We're going to start with Corona update. Once again, this is the Morning Rant. So let me just get all of that situated and let's get it cracking. This is Mr. M, aka JahLogic, reporting live for the Morning Rant here on iRant Network with your Corona update. And the update today is wear a goddamn mask. Here we go.
Nigga, all the suspense for that shit. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, he flashed where goddamn at. Ding, 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 ding. What? Yo.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I watched the unveiling of that transition a couple times yesterday. This shit is hilarious, bro. He came back and was trying to do the straight face and was like,
yeah, nah, that's what's up. Okay, so we got a few more comments that just pulled up. Keenan Khan, salute to you, good brother. Always good to see you on the check-in. Jeff says, I like the show. I like 6 because the show be okay. So she likes 6 o'clock. She likes us coming on at 6. She said, I like the show. So I guess I like 6 o'clock because the show be over by the time I get to work. Y'all some long-winded commenters. That's a fact. We definitely be bugging out with the commentary. Virginia Slim says that was dope. All right, salute. All right, we're gonna try to that seems like that shit is gonna stick. So we're gonna rock with that. April Coleman, salute. She said, laugh out loud. I was waiting for more. Yeah, it's not much more. You know, we
wear a mask.
It's not.
Yo, what?
There's not much more to say. You know what I mean? You know, Trump and them had the super spreader event, as the homegirl Redemption likes to say. And there are a lot of events like that happening still, and people are still traveling on these cheap air flights and all of this type of shit. So, you know, I could talk about that all day, and I could do the scary shit. We could talk about the spike, which we spoke about yesterday. But, you know, there's a spike. COVID is real. Wear a fucking mask. You know what I mean? It's not much more to say. If there's anything, you know, breaking news or anything like that, we'll speak about that. And speaking of breaking news. Yeah, once again, when we have breaking news, that's what you'll see. Shorty with the fucked up weave. But salute to that, sister. All right, Just One Love says the new graphics are fire. Thank you. Put a lot of time into that during the break and to making sure we pick the right backgrounds and etc. You know what I mean? Keenan Khan says, Logic, never noticed, but you in the nose, you in the nose gang, bro. Too. Yeah. I'm definitely in the nose gang, man. And Redemption Song 76. Good morning, Union Rep. She says, good morning to all. Good morning to you. And Virginia Stem says, school low key, she looked like schoolboy. Low key.
Yo, you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that I can see into her fucking nose.
I was just
sitting there.
Sister, he don't speak for us all. You know, if you down with the nose game, it's all good with us. I fuck with the Afrocentric you know, characteristics, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, ashy lips aside, you know what I mean? All of that is all good, sister. You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what I think of when I saw that shit? You remember when on the Boondocks, Uncle Ruckus was like, look at them with them big old nigga nostrils, breathing up all the white man's air.
Yeah, Cold Shoulder said that's his sister. That's his sister with the breaking news. And Just What Love said, I can see the resemblance.
I hate all of you. I just want y'all to know that I do hate you. Yes, I do.
I don't think they can unsee it now. Cold Shoulder said tunnel nose. Wow, y'all going in on her. Listen, sister, if you ever see this, you know what I mean? It's all good with me. You know what I mean? And I have a feeling that Schoolboy will still take it down too. I think he's fronting.
Yeah, man. My standards when it comes to women is lacking, man.
Let me say.
All right, so yeah,
drink your troubles away, brother.
yeah, do that. Hold on, Schoolboy. This is for you. So Just One Love says, I do love you, Schoolboy. All right. So they got love for you out there. April Coleman out there laughing. Salute to y'all. So
if you love me, you gotta show me shit.
So with that being said, our cash apps are actual our handles, you know what I mean? Our names and shit. So if you want to show that love, feel free. At Outlaws is top of the morning. Good morning. Good morning, Outlaw. Good to see you on the check.
So
as always. With that being said, let's get to some of these more serious topics. So, Schoolboy, we have a few stories that we want to get to, and basically they kind of are they fall in the category of the Civil War report. You know what I mean? So even though we like to say that this country is in a civil war currently, even though history will probably have to speak of it as that, and people are not calling it that right now. People who are feeling the blunt or the of this war are our people, right? So even though we are not the ones proactively waging this war, right? We are still getting caught in the middle of this, what we feel is a civil war going on right now. So with that being said, there's a couple stories that we feel speaks to that, and we're going to let you introduce that in the next segment, the Civil War report. So we'll be coming back with the Civil War report. Stay tuned.
all right, so welcome to the Civil War Report this morning. And the first story we're going to talk about is the story of Quan Bobby Charles. So Quan was a 15-year-old young man in Louisiana. He was found drowned in a body of water in a cornfield, and his family wants answers. The police are saying that he just went for a swim with his friend and his mom, but those people have since packed up their homes and moved the hell away. I think we have a video on this. You want to roll that video?
Detectives in Louisiana are investigating a black teenager's death as a homicide, but his family says police are not doing enough. Kawan Bobby Charles was 15 years old. He was found dead days after he was reported missing. Family members believe that officers did not take his disappearance seriously because of his race. There was no Amber Alert in this case, but police claim all procedures were followed. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, spoke with the teenager's cousins and attorneys.
People are angry. People are upset.
Kawan Charles's cousin, Selena Charles, says her family wants answers in the 15-year-old's death and the investigation that followed. The Charles family says Kawan was picked up on October 30th by this woman, Janet Irvin, and her 17-year-old son. They allegedly picked him up outside his father's house in Baldwin, Louisiana. His parents say they didn't know the woman or her son and never consented to him leaving with them. When Kawan's family reported him missing, they say police brushed off their concerns and speculated Kawan was at a football game.
Do you believe race played a role in how this case has been investigated so far?
Most definitely, because they didn't notify the media. They didn't notify the community.
On November 2nd, the 15-year-old's body was found in a sugarcane field in Laurelville, 30 minutes from his home. The coroner's office says the teen likely drowned and had no injuries before his death. They also ruled that the wounds on his face happened.
Yeah, it looks like we lost the sound on the video, but yeah, long story short, that's kind of how that happened, and it looks like the local police, the local authorities are just pretending like everything is cool and kosher. I hope that the family's able to do this post-mortem. The other autopsy, and they can find out what happened to him if they found out any other information. It just seems really strange that a 15-year-old will go swimming in a cornfield, end up dead. And then the adult and his friend who were with him, are shut mouth at the moment. It just seems real strange to me. So that being said, hey folks, it's go time. We already know. I don't know if y'all were here for the last election cycle, the last two. You know, every year, every time we have an election period, we have these issues that come up with black people just randomly showing up hung and missing. But that's what's always been happening. So instead of acting like it's not happening, it would be better for us to act like it is happening and react accordingly. I don't know how else to say that. I hope that we're spreading that message amongst, you know, our friends and family. You know, have you guys had a conversation with anybody around you?
I guess I'll go first. Excuse me, Steph. Me personally, I feel like in my more immediate circle and in my family, we're overly protective when it comes to shit like this. You know what I mean? Me and my immediate home, you know, I try not to stress anybody out. You feel me? But at the same time, I run a tight ship. I'll just say that I run a tight ship, and I plan on being my son's personal security guard, you know, well into his teen years. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm no longer able to fuck somebody up worse than he can. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, as far as my homes and my family, so I feel like my family is very, you know, in tune with self-protection and all that. Steph?
First, I want to say, schoolboy, there's nothing left in that can. Okay, put that shit down. Nothing left in there. Second, like that they said the young man was 15.
Yeah, I thought he was younger than that. I don't know.
He looked a lot younger than that. Maybe they just all the pictures they had. And where you said this happened again?
Louisiana, was it?
Yeah, Louisiana.
Oh yeah. Then there was no Amber Alerts. He went swimming in a sugarcane field with white friends that his parents never met before.
That shit don't even sound right.
Come on, fam.
And the police didn't even think it was important to take the report serious. Just can't forget about that part.
Right. No Amber Alert.
Here's my
when
thing.
did that happen? They put an Amber Alert for anything. Grandparents take the children and they call an Amber Alert. Like this is crazy, man. It sounds just like one of them good old fashioned ritualistic killings.
Well, here's the thing. When you're 15, if your parents don't know the friends that you're hanging out with, you're probably not supposed to be hanging out with those friends. Either that or your ass ain't getting out the house because your parents don't know those friends. You know, so it's strange that he just was like, all right, it's 10 o'clock or whatever. I'm fit to go run out the house with my friends. And then some grown-ass adult was like imagine that. An adult picks you up, a minor, from your house and doesn't say, hey, does your parents know that you're with me? Let me call your mama and make sure.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even play with people with people's family like that. Like if you have a child, like I don't even try to watch people's children or anything like that. I don't recommend anybody else do that shit. You feel me? So there's no way in the world, you know what I mean, I would just pick up a random child. So if somebody picking up a random child, that should alert all the authorities. You know what I'm saying? We have some comments from the audience I think we should address. April says the lack of Amber Alert is a fact of mishandling. Do you think that mishandling was on purpose, Schoolboy?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. I feel like neglecting black people and their concerns of pain, their concerns of grief and anguish and anxiety, that's the American way. So if you really want something to pop off, you know, in terms of somebody looking out for your loved one, it's probably going to have to be you. If we look at that article, we didn't flesh it all the way out, but basically the family's saying it shouldn't be our job to investigate our child's murder. And this is 2020, and this is America. Let's stop acting like this isn't America. Yeah, it is your job. The police not going to do it.
Right.
Like, you know, the police in your area ain't shit. They ain't been shit since your grandparents was alive. They haven't changed.
Facts. Virginia Slim says facts at Steph. Just One Love said it was in Baldwin, Louisiana. Thank you for that correction. I believe she's out there as well. HB2N says it's not random, it's ritualistic. Going to what Steph was saying earlier. Virginia Slim says straight up lynching. This shit is infuriating. With that being said, there's another story that seems like a lynching as well. Do you want to get into that as well?
Yeah, this is in California. Let me pull this one as well. Yeah, this is in California, Sacramento, California, and I don't know if you guys are noticing, but for the past month and a half or so, since what, October or so, we've gotten a bunch of lynchings out of California, which is interesting. California wasn't even a slave state; it was one of the frontier states. But you know what it is, man. The well-meaning white liberal is in California, and their children are really fucking racist. The children, some of their children are Nazis. So Willie Brown, let's roll the video first.
He's a person also that he was always an intellect. He's a person also that had the capability of breaking things down and putting them back together, or building them up from just scratch. He's highly intelligent, very vocal when he spoke with clarity. Sometimes he used words that were some folks' head. He needed a dictionary.
I want to say to his kids, I love you. To his mother, I love you. To his sisters, brothers, I love y'all, and I'm here for you, and I'm going to be strong for you. His nieces and nephews, same thing. His sister-in-laws, all that, I'm here for y'all. And I just hope that somebody in this community can say that they seen something and it be legit. Like I really want some answers. Like I really do, because I'm not taking this suicide for an answer right now.
Yeah. So.
And I'm standing here today.
So yeah, long story short, this has been a tactic of white supremacists for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, I might need to do the research and pull that. But in the past in this country, there have been leaflets that have been distributed into the community, being the United States community, saying, hey, you know what to do to keep the niggas from the polls. And that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to be careful. You can't just be trusting of the fact that everybody who's your quote unquote friend is your actual friend. It's really sad to me that I see pretty consistently like Black people wanting that validation so bad. Like they want to be friends with a white person so bad that they'll do anything, and they'll be in any kind of situation just to be in proximity. Like, be yourself and stop being around these folks who you don't know and trying to be their friend so bad.
So that's a great point, and I don't want to lose that point, but I do want to hear more about this story. So you said his name was Willie Brown. What's the story here? So you said what happened in Sacramento?
Yeah, so in Sacramento, Willie Brown was found hanging from a basketball court, hanging at a basketball court, and the police are saying it's suicide. They're saying that, but his family's saying no, that doesn't make sense. That wasn't him. That wasn't him to commit suicide. He was found at 8:30 a.m. at Countryside Community Park, according to the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. His family's saying that he's being kept alive by life support machines. And the thing about it is, like, I want to give you more details, but there's no real details to give. The police showed up and was like, "Hey, it's a suicide. All right, closed case."
Right, but you say he's on life support?
He's on life support, yeah. But his brain, his lungs, he's being kept alive by the life support machines, but his brain hasn't shown any activity. So it's
Right.
really possible that he's just a vegetable.
Right. Well, that
And
is
there's
what
4 kids.
that's unfortunate. So I know you spoke about people being liberal in California, and we have a comment that kind of, takes the words right out of my mouth. Redemption Song says the KKK is active in California, actually. George Pepper was an early vocal member in Fontana, California. Don't sleep on liberal states. So that's what I want to say. So California is a really large state. And as I take every moment to tell people, as annoying as it sounds, I used to live there, you know what I mean? So when I was there, you know what I mean, I would go up and down the coast, and it's a quote unquote liberal state, like she said. But what I saw with my own eyes is that racism is alive and well in California, right? It's just that it's California. You feel me? So at the end of the day, is still kind of easy going, even in the so-called hoods. But but in reality, if you drive up and down the coast, there are places, that look like the Wild Wild West for real still. You know what I mean? And you'll see a Confederate flag, you know what I mean? Certain places in California, and especially when you go north. And this was in Sacramento, in the north. Sacramento is about an hour north of Oakland, the Bay Area, what so have you. It's still kind of considered the Bay Area to some people, but it's the capital. And I don't know if you remember, but when the protests first started happening, some people got stabbed up in Sacramento at the protest. So the racism is alive and well in California, and like Redemption said, we cannot sleep on so-called liberal states. New York is a liberal state, but when you go up north, you go to upstate New York, and you go to certain areas, you'll see Confederate flags and things of this nature.
Yeah, because we got to remember that the Confederacy was a fight for white supremacy. So people came from all around the world to fight for that cause. The California had nothing to do with American slavery. It wasn't a slave state, if I'm not mistaken. That's not what it was. But somehow they got Confederate flags flying out there. So that's how you know it's not about heritage and Southern pride, and that ain't what it's about. It's about white supremacy. Like, the issue is if a white person can feel like they're above, anybody in the world, and they can feel like they're above a black person, then they're gonna fight for white supremacy. And that's what we're seeing. People like to kind of act like it's not happening because they don't want it to be what it is, but it is what it is. It's not going nowhere. This is America.
Right. So with that being said, there is another story that one of our contributors sent to us, and I do want to pull that up because it's kind of, it speaks to what we're speaking to now. So we spoke about in this story them not taking a black person missing serious. So us, as journalists, as hood as we can be sometimes or whatever, we need to fill the gap. We need to be the bridge. We need to advocate for our own people. So if anybody's going to talk about people being missing, especially of our community and or culture and or race, we need to be the ones talking about it. So with that being said, there's a story about a young lady in Queens. And as I pull that up, I want to bring up the person who sent it, the contributor who sent it, who's our special guest for the day, Mr. Ty West from Far Rockaway.
Yo, gang, what's good with y'all? Schoolboys, Steph, what's shaking?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Everything happening, fam.
No doubt. Thank you for being here, man. Good morning.
I appreciate the invite, man. You already know, man, when it's dealing with you, bro. You know I'm here for you, bro.
I appreciate it. If anybody doesn't know, this is Ty West, aka Ty West, 54th West Side, right?
That's a fact.
From Twirls Talks Sports TV, aka G's TV. So with that being said, you sent us a story as well that also goes along with what we're talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up and I'm gonna play it. And
please do, bro. Please do.
Let's get into this. So this comes to us from New York CBSLocal.com. Family members fanatically seeking. Why would they call it? They're frantically, seeking missing mother Destiny Smilez, who vanished in Queens, where Ty West and myself are from. All right, so we're gonna play this right
and have taken it upon themselves to search for her. CBS 2's Christina Fan is live tonight in one of the places that's in Woodside. Christina.
Well, Dana, Destiny Smilez was celebrating her 26th birthday at this bowling alley before getting into a car with her boyfriend and disappearing soon after. She is the mother of 2 young boys who haven't seen or heard from her in a week.
We're on day 7. I do. I'm starting to feel that way now because we're on day 7 and not.
Shireen King is so distressed over her niece's disappearance, she can barely breathe. For the last week, her family has flooded the streets of Queens with missing persons flyers, canvassed homes along 69th Street, and made repeated calls to police.
They did a wellness check in Albany. She's not in her house. They did that. This is the officer that went to her house yesterday. She's not in her house. She is somewhere here. She is somewhere here.
Family members last saw 26-year-old Destiny Smilez on November 3rd. She lives in upstate New York, but drove to Queens to attend a funeral. Last Tuesday, after celebrating her birthday at a bowling alley in Woodside with friends, she left with her boyfriend. He told the family the two started arguing in the car on the Grand Central Parkway in Astoria when she jumped out, something she's done before.
She'll just wait for him to come back. What would make this time different for her to just run away in a unfamiliar place, like, you know what I mean, in the middle of the night? It's just unlike her.
The family says not only has Destiny's boyfriend stopped picking up calls, various police departments are giving her family the runaround too. When they tried filing a police report with the NYPD, officers told them they needed to contact Albany, where Destiny is from.
When we finally get the report back from upstate, we go to the 114 precinct.
Those police told us that we got to get back in contact with Albany so that Albany could call them.
It's just 7 days of calling Albany, calling Schenectady, going to Astoria.
And
so Ty, I'm gonna go to you on this one really quick. And then Schoolboy, I want to speak to Schoolboy about this as well. But can you give us some of the demographic of Woodside, Queens, Astoria?
I mean, that's like a fucking, that's like how can I put it, man? Like for Queens, that's like the nightlife district capital right now. That whole little area from there all the way to, you know, Steinway Street and shit like that. So it's highly populated with all kinds of happenings, all kinds of, you know, but it's just fucked up because this shit is so spooky because it's close to home. You know, this is like a family member of a family member. So this shit is like real spooky. And, you know, like I said, I don't want a nigga to get it fucked up, but nothing like that. This is all public information, man. This shit look fishy, man.
Right.
I want to get some of y'all input. What y'all think, man? This shit look totally fishy, man. I want to hear somebody else's opinion before I say what I want to say.
That's the best. So let's start with Schoolboy. Schoolboy, can you speak to us about the runaround they getting from the police first, and then we kind of talk about the story itself.
Well, the thing is, you know, when you're dealing with the police, man, you got to lie to them. You got to lie to them a lot of times. Like, you can't be telling them she got a habit of jumping out of cars and random places because she in an argument. First of all, what kind of back of the bus type shit is that?
Right.
Like, why the hell you keep jumping out of cars? And I've done that before, but it ain't something that I've known for. Yeah, I've done it before, but it's not something I do on a regular. I'm not known for hopping out of cars and I get in arguments with people. Nah, bro. Let's be in an argument all the way to where we the fuck going so I can get out and be comfortable.
What will make you hop out of a car since you said that? You said you hopped out of a car before. What will make you?
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember my baby Miles was getting on my fucking nerves one time. And I was like, yo, stop this car right now. And I hopped the hell out and walked back home for like 6 miles. Like, bro, I'm not with the shits. I don't even like being in the car with somebody who can tell you, well, nah, we're gonna go over here and just be stuck over here for hours. No, right. I'm not.
And the crazy part about it, right? The place that they're saying that she jumped out is the Grand Central Parkway. Ja, you can attest to this. That's where fucking the Mets play baseball, where the Hall of Science is, LaGuardia Airport. Why the fuck are you jumping out of a car where everybody's going like at least 60 miles per hour? I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, it's so on it's nothing but highway over there and dirt roads. You know what I mean? In the back, like
rolled over.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like highway, and then it's like dirt roads around the stadium and all that shit, like
right.
Where people get their cars fixed for the low or car parts for the low, but it's like
or selling some shit they stole.
right. Exactly. So with that being said, it just sounds crazy. So, but Schoolboy, she's not on trial here. We're looking at the story sounds fishy, but I agree with you. Shouldn't go to the cops.
Yo, she's not on trial, but people, get your emotions in check when you leave the house.
Right. No, I hear you, but I'm just saying on a level of I agree with you wholeheartedly because I want to stick on the. Yeah, I want to talk about.
I can't help it, man.
I want to talk about how they're handling it. You know what I mean? Like how they're not taking the shit serious, and it's 7 days later, and asking the family.
So the other thing about it, is that
later now. 2
yeah.
weeks later.
So the other thing about it is that again, we all on the fuck the police thing, right? I got police in my family and shit like that, but it's still fuck the police. Okay, cool. We all there. So stop trying to expect the police to come to your help, to your aid when your folks is missing. It just is what it is.
Right.
We just saw the report in Louisiana. These folks got to do their own autopsy. We seeing in Queens now, these folk got to go hunt down their loved one who's missing. We seeing in California, these folk got to figure out why their loved one hanging from the basketball court. Black people, specifically, you don't have no friends out here. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for the police to help you. They're not here to help you. I don't know what you thought this was.
That's the thing, but you got to stop taking my tax dollars. You got to.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, Steph? What you gonna do
You gotta
about
stop taking my money if you don't want to. If you don't want to do your job in my community, that's just the facts.
Facts. But that's the thing. Like everybody, the issue is like we got like even in my own family, we got people who like, oh, you gotta pay your taxes. You gotta pay your taxes. Let me stop. Let me stop before I end up getting goddamn Wesley sniped out this bitch. But long story short,
nobody has said it's like it's 4 people on the panel. No one has said the obvious thing that the boyfriend whacked his girlfriend. Like nobody's gonna say that.
No. Listen, like we was gonna get into that because I actually know these people personally. I know him, so I don't want anybody from where I'm from to get it fucked up because we know. Like let's read between the lines, man. We from Edgemere Projects, Beach 54th Street, Far Rockaway, Queens, right? This be for real, bro. Everybody know this shit. This shit is just rolling off everybody's tongue, man. This shit, and I feel with the platform that y'all got, I just felt I had to say something about it, man, because I mean, this shit is 2 weeks later now. Like, let's be for real, bro.
Right.
Like, what's the chances of her coming up without being harmed now? Like, what? Like, come on now. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to say now? Like,
right.
And another thing. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Nah, good. With that being said, we were still tabling the situation. So, if you did have your take, because you didn't get a chance to say your take on what you feel about the story, and mind you, we're all just speculating. We hope she.
Right. I should hope she's
right
in perfect condition. Like,
Right. But
just get the fuck away from everybody. Like, I want to think like that.
Right. But Steph, go ahead. You can shit on the situation now.
When single mothers go missing, when single mothers who've been single mothers for a plethora of years go missing from their children, you don't have to wait a week to announce that the person is missing. One day, something is wrong. They don't go missing from their children. That's not a normal thing in the Black community. It's not normal.
I give you that. So, what's your take on the situation? How they handle it? Like, how do you feel about the police handling it?
School was absolutely right. When they got wind that she jumps out the cars time to time, they just chopped it up like, oh man, it's a crazy chick. I ain't worried about it, and they dismissed her. And now this is one thing about cops. Like when they wrong, they double down on it. They never try to rectify what their problem was. They just try to protect the badge or shield or whatever, and then they just stay trifling. They're trifling.
And this the crazy part I didn't disclose though, right? They had came down there to go to her boyfriend's grandmother's funeral. She never showed up at the funeral. So, you know, I got word back that he was up at the funeral looking all nervous and fidgety and shit like that. So I was just on edge from day one. Soon as I heard about fam was missing. Like this shit is spooky, bro.
Wes, is this breaking news?
No, this is 2 weeks old.
No, this information that you're giving us.
Yeah, this is definitely this. I mean, to the public, not to where we from. Everybody from where we from.
You got to do it.
I can't do the official one. I couldn't. It's too the official one is kind of funny, and this ain't a funny story. I can't do it. But you know, he was giving me the alley-oop, Ty. He was trying to maybe drop the intro for breaking news.
Nah, that would have been mad funny. I meant to tell you, right? That first coronavirus update you did, bro. I thought some real gangster shit was about to go on. I said, damn, we about to have a special guest drop some. I said, somebody about to kick knowledge. I said, some weird man.
All right, man. We like the kids still and all that, but this is definitely a serious subject, and we want to say to the family, we definitely hope all is well. And for sure, we hope what happened in the dark comes to light. We'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we got some comments I want to get to. Mills Lane says, "Good morning, Ranters in chat." Good morning to you, Mills Lane. Always good to see the big homie Mills Lane. Redemption Song says NYPD is extra salty since their candidate lost. So that might have something to do with it as well. Miss Ravioli says no one handles it. You got to handle it alone. Schoolboy is correct, and I'm gonna agree with Schoolboy on that as well.
No, seriously, hold on, not to cut you off, Jah. They got people. They got like search teams in the hood right now as we speak, like going around looking for Destiny. Like this shit is just crazy. Like I ain't never seen no shit like that hit this close to home. So it shit is just weird to me, bro. I don't know how to take it. I don't know, you know, it
tilt your screen a little bit. So we can make sure we see. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nah, I don't know what to think about this, bro. Like this shit is just spooky. Like I just can't. Coming from where we come from, shit like this don't happen. That's just my mind frame. So I don't know how to, you know.
I mean, you know, there's been story. If it does come out, and I want to be careful. I don't want to insinuate anything. I don't know these people personally. I don't know more about the story. You gave us a little bit more, but I don't know everything. So I don't want to just come on out and say that definitely this dude did it, right? But coming from where we come from, we do have a few.
That's not what I'm trying to say either.
Right.
I'm just trying to say. I've been in prison 3 times on 3 different criminal fucking DIN numbers, right? I know for a fact if my girl fucking disappeared and she was last with me, I am the person of interest.
That's a fact.
Simple. So please don't get my words fucked up, his family or anybody like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. But just let's call a spade a spade.
Right.
You are the person of interest.
You're the person who saw it last. You're the person who was transformed. Yeah, I get it. But I say that to say this. You know, when you say we're coming for, we come from, things like this don't happen. There are a few cases where some women who have been killed, you know what I mean, domestically, you know what I mean? So I don't know if they've been, you know what I mean, that's the case here. But we do see things of the domestic.
No, definitely.
But we don't really get a lot of missing people.
I'm just talking, the whole unsolved mystery shit. Like we don't get that type of shit coming from, you know.
Yeah, so hopefully one way it gets figured out, whether it's from the street or from, you know, the law. But like Schoolboy says, time to take justice into our own hands when it comes to certain things, and we definitely have to protect our own, and that's a fact.
And another thing, I was just gonna say, the other thing about it is, like, I think that a lot of young women in our community, and even young men in our community, like we're so attached to that trauma that we engage in relationships where you hopping out of cars in the middle of the damn street. Like that ain't cool, man. Like let's not be in that space for too long. If you're in that space with somebody, get the hell away from that person. That ain't your person. We don't need to be doing stuff like that, man.
Right.
I can dig it. Laura Vell says, I'm late, but good morning. Good morning to you. Eki says, Grand Rising, beautiful people. Grand Rising to you. And wonderful show yesterday. That was a wonderful show. If anybody missed it on the Rant Network on Facebook, a.k.a. the Ranters Union on YouTube, go check out Your Queens, the BTM Talk series by Eki and Your Queens. It's a very dope show. They did the pilot episode yesterday, and they spoke about education. Just One Love says, please keep us updated on this mother, and we will. And I believe Ty will help us with that. And Mike from Boston says, salute. So speaking of that, we got more news from Queens. You know what I mean? We want to talk about. I guess it's Safari from Queens. Ty, is Safari from Queens?
I ain't claiming them. I ain't claiming them. Ain't no nigga I know get their hair cut like that, man.
All right, man. With that being said, we're gonna get to our entertainment section segment next. We got some rumors going on about Safari. We want to get to it, and
look at that face. yeah.
And the segment is called The Lie. You know what I mean? So we're gonna explore this story before we get up out of here. And yeah, Steph.
What's going on, man? It's your man StepGotJokes, and I'm here with The Lie, the late-ish in entertainment. All right, today we're talking about Safari. Okay, he was posting on his Instagram over the weekend, and just him and his wife, having a good time. But it was a photo leaked that seemed as if she was hit in the mouth at some point. The internet, they got a hold of it and they went crazy. All right. And there was accusations of Safari hitting his wife, and accusation of Safari allegedly hitting his wife. Now, if you watch, you've been keeping up with them, they had a falling out not too long ago, but they are apparently back together. Jah, if you can get a picture of if you can get the picture of the busted lip that everybody that went viral.
Wow.
All right, let me pull that up for you, brother.
Yeah.
So this is them dancing in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And in that same outfit.
Right.
You kind of see a bruised lip there.
Yeah. You really have to zoom in. See it. It took.
They dragged that, bro. They dragged that.
I say this respectfully. It took a battered woman to see this. Okay, but I do see the bruise. I do see what someone can see. Now she's smiling, so for whatever that's worth. But it is a level of concern, and you know how black internet is. We take stuff and we run with it. We want answers. And Safari actually responded.
So you want to read the caption? Can you see the caption?
No, I cannot see the caption.
I'll read the caption for you from backstage. It says, she got so lit she hit herself in the mouth with her phone. No domestic violence. No domestic violence is what he ended that caption with.
That sounds like some shit a nigga who punched a bitch in her mouth would say.
Word, right.
No, she was excited that she punched herself in the face. Okay.
I'll admit, I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be saying shit. She should be coming to your rescue. She should be saying, hey, he didn't hit me. I dropped my phone. It was simply an accident. But when you have to come to your own defense and ain't nobody heard a word from her, it's like, nigga, I don't know.
Well, she knows better. She better keep her mouth shut.
Yo, let me say something, right? Just off of watching their personalities on TV all these years, there's no way in the world you could tell me Safari's tougher than her. I'm just not going for that.
Damn.
So that's my.
I really think she can put up a good fight with him, man. She's tough.
See,
she ain't no little. Yeah, she's rowdy.
Yo, Todd, that's exactly how I feel too about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know this nigga's
no way he could. Yeah,
he's not a tough guy, but at the same time, it be the niggas that ain't tough that try to be tough with they women.
Yeah. That's just me from the outside looking in. I don't think she would let him get away with that because he's not built like that, bro. Like,
right.
You done seen your man get fucking violated on TV by bozos,
right?
So, like, nigga, so like, let's be for real. Like, come on now.
Niggas done chase that nigga down.
Right, I know she'd be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, you right.
Wasn't that Safari that you? Why you ain't say that?
Yo, wasn't that Safari that was running around the truck after some dude slapped him or something like that?
Yeah, it was Meek Mill peoples had jumped out the whip.
And the thing about it was the way he was running. He was like,
he made a video and said he wanted to meet Meek Mill up and shoot the one with him.
Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Nah, you really did. You would have handled that shit then. Get out of here, bro.
No, but Schoolboy, how he running? How he was running?
No, I'm not doing that shit again on the big screen, bro. But that nigga was definitely dainty with it. He was like, yeah. Let me get away.
That little mean that shit. Yeah, I remember that shit, man.
Yeah, nigga was wild, boy.
All right, Just One Love says, sure isn't a cold sore. Laugh mad out loud. I mean, yeah, it definitely wasn't a cold sore. It was like a blue mark. It was
it might be simplex.
Wow.
You know, you've been around, bro. You've been around, man. Oh, how they say it in Chicago, on phone them grave. You've been around, man.
Yo, that shit.
She done ate pussy before. Like, come on, my nigga. She's in a whole dyke relationship.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah,
so
I usually don't give niggas the benefit of the doubt, especially niggas I don't like. But Safari, I'm gonna give Safari the benefit of the doubt and say he didn't.
And you're gonna say it was a lie. So hold on, save that thought real quick. So HB2N says, I don't see Safari smacking hoes, honestly. And Keenan Khan says, sounds legit. She's an attention whore. She would have ran to media outlets to get sympathy.
Right.
So she didn't. So, you know, I guess that's a vote for that he didn't do it. HB2N says, Safari always been a ladies' man type. I think the Barb's looking for a reason to cancel him. Good point. Chris says, shaking my head. So that's why Nikki also left him for abusing her. So in that article, which came to us from the MTO News, they also embedded the video in there where there was police called, and when Nikki and Safari was in a hotel. So there was some type of shit that happened between them that led to police being called.
I will say this: Nikki is probably volatile. Nikki is probably that person that bring. It's some women. Every relationship they get in, it's always somebody finna put hands on them, or they always tussling with. Like, if every relationship you get in is a nigga trying to put his hands on you, bitch, it might be you.
You got to look at yourself. I always say that.
It might be you. And no disrespect, I'm not accusing Nikki of nothing. I don't know her. I'm just saying I know a lot of women who are a nigga and think that shit just gonna fly. Just like it. And really, you know what I'm saying? Really be putting their hands on niggas. Like, no, every nigga ain't gonna be the bigger person and just be cool and calm. Some niggas gonna fly off the handle.
What about Nikki that makes you think she's violent?
I didn't say violent. I said volatile.
Okay, what makes you think that? HB2N says, if Nikki not violent, one of her personalities is. What makes you?
Yeah, that bitch crazy.
I'm about to say how hostile she acts outside, like openly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like how aggressive she is with people in the industry. Like, you know, it's documented that her personality. This is not me talking out my ass.
Okay. All right. So
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Nicki Minaj is mostly toxic because she's a light-skinned West Indian woman. Okay. That's really what it is.
My fault.
On site.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Nikki is the way she is because she's a light skinned West Indian woman. That's enough said. Okay.
I have no knowledge. I have no knowledge.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. They're always a little bit reckless at the mouth and stuff like that, and quick with the hands. You got to be careful, man. Listen. I agree with whoever said that Chris Brown, if he did bite Rihanna, he did it because he was scared. If I'm not mistaken, that was Paul Mooney. All right, so it is what it is, bro.
Paul Mooney, wow.
Yeah, that's what Paul Mooney said. He said, "When was the last time you bit somebody during a fight? You were scared, wasn't you?"
Yeah, no, seriously.
Paul Mooney needs to leave.
Hey, you bite motherfucker during the fight, you ain't winning it. You definitely
hey, wasn't he driving?
Paul Mooney.
Yeah. He's
Listen,
driving.
I had something that I wanted to say about that because I remember that shit when he said she snuffed him while he was driving. I got snuffed by a female while I was driving, bro, and my motherfucking eye was just watering. So I felt his pain when he said that shit. Son. Yeah, I'm like, man, now that's a fucked up situation to be in, bro. To get you controlling the wheel and motherfucker running your campsite. Bow, like what? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, nah, like I'm a nigga that like I'm cool with dragging a bitch out the car. You got to stay here, and I'm gonna keep driving because I'm not gonna deal with that shit today.
Nah, right? I did that, bro. I kicked the bitch out the car.
Yeah, you got to go.
Right out on the highway in Vermont, I kicked the chick out the car.
Not in Vermont. God damn. You didn't care about her life at all.
Nah, bro, we up there around these pilgrims and shit. Look, we taking penitentiary chances. She doing dumb shit. Nah, I ain't got time for that. Hell no.
All right, so let's wrap these comments up. Brooklyn Honcho says, "Good morning, people all over the world." Good morning, Brooklyn Honcho. Salute to you, homeboy. And he Brooklyn Honcho used to be on 56th Street too. You heard on top?
Oh, word?
They used to be on 56.
Nah, I probably know.
HB2N says, "I'm gonna need Schoolboy to elaborate on that more."
Elaborate on what?
I forget what part, but I think
the Indian.
I think he
Indian light skinned woman thing.
I think he did. Guys, remember we can't talk over because my mic will cut out. But I think he did. Mr. Ravioli says, "Y'all didn't beam me up for these two abusive stories for real, y'all." Shaking my damn head. Well, here's the thing: my phone is actually fucked up right now, so I have to order myself a new phone. Hence, downloading the IG app and all of that. We communicate mostly on IG, but I do have a page that I use on my desktop. And if you go to your inbox, Miss Ravioli, you will see a different page that I also administer called at Chicken and Beef. And I did holler at you this morning. Just to put that out there. All right. So yeah, check your inbox and you would have been beamed up.
I'm feeling the set too, y'all.
Yo, give thanks. Word. Like
I could break down the whole like schoolboys like at Oxford, like motherfucker.
Hold on. Calm down. This is Morehouse.
All right, cool. Yeah, right. He's at like a prestigious university. Ja looked like he's somewhere trying to embezzle some money. Bernie Madoff type backdrop. and Steph shit look like he like shit, nigga. We got a trap. We gonna trap. Look at all this shit.
Well, hey, you see that beautiful city of Duval, Florida, man? Come on,
man. That shit look like a hustler's motherfucking dream. Look at that shit. Steph probably could tell you about the whole shit from the back. Like, yeah, a little bit over my right shoulder right there, man. Don't go over there. Niggas is getting smoked just for walking up on the set.
Nah, not that area.
Yeah.
All right, but hold on. Lorville says, "I just watched the 6ix9ine documentary on Hulu. His rat ass was beating his woman when he wasn't famous, and then and when he was famous, and when he was famous. Okay, I can believe that. He definitely is the weak type.
She could definitely beat him one-on-one.
Who?
Sarah Molina could definitely beat him one-on-one.
Beat Tekashi.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can see that. And let me see. I think so Brooklyn Hunter says, "Is this a DV case?" We don't know what it is. Right. But we were more like talking about how police were handling a situation, and it kind of led to the celebrity report, which is about Safari. Supposedly, the trolls are saying he hit his woman because he put out a picture himself of her with a bruised lip, talking about it's not DV. So at the lie, we take the position that, you know, if it's not a publicity stunt, it's a cover up. We never know what it is. So that's why it's called a lie. Come to these entertainment celebrities, because also because it's the late-ish in entertainment. So that's what we're talking about. Chris says, I met Nikki years before she got famous, and she truly have a rude ass attitude when I was trying to holler at her in Jamaica Ave on 164th. Well, you the homie, bro, and I love you, but maybe she just wasn't feeling you, bro. Maybe she just wasn't feeling you. You know what I mean? Like, niggas probably holler at her all day, but nah, I believe you. I'm fucking with you. You could tell when someone has a stink attitude or fucked up disposition. HB2S says, plus Chris was in a manual drive car and he had to bite her because one hand was on stick shift. Listen, I don't think Chris had to do shit when it come to him and Rihanna. I understand the driving shit and all that, but that back flipping ninja dancing nigga, he be all right. You know what I'm saying? Chris said, "Me got fake." We know what you mean. And Steven, good salute to Steve, man. That's my boy Steve-O from school. He the one who donated to us a significant amount of money during the break and help us update our look. Salute to you, Steven. Yeah, he said, good morning, guys. Love the show. Thank you, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you
appreciate it.
And HB2N is laughing. And Brooklyn Honcho says, Harden coming to Brooklyn. Yeah, man. So actually I forgot that this is my day to end at 9 on the dot. So I do gotta run. But tomorrow, you with us tomorrow? You gonna come?
Yeah, nah, definitely we could touch on that because this NBA shit is really starting to piss me off every year, man. They just doing some crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, just in case y'all don't know, that's Ty West from 12
Sports. Go check those hood documentaries. I got merch, everything, man. Fuck with me on phone up.
Yeah, let me take this comment off the screen. Yeah, so 12 Talk Sports at YouTube, 12 Talk Sports TV at YouTube. Definitely check the homie out. Got a lot of dope content out there, aka G's TV. So we're not talking about sports, he's talking about the hood, and it's very, very informative and entertaining at the same time, especially if you from where we from. You know,
did you see the one I did about the rapist?
I believe that's the one on next on my playlist.
Ernie Robinson.
Yeah, I seen you was promoting it. I didn't get a chance.
You seen the one I did about my aunt that got killed?
The one with I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, go check it. This happened in Far Rockaway, 1978. I seen the link.
But you just put them out though, those two you talking about, right?
Nah, this one I'm talking about had been out for at least 2 weeks.
Man, I think the last one I saw was on which one? What one? I think the you know what, to be honest with you, I think the last one I watched was on JBS.
Oh wow. Mikey. Shout out to Viking.
Yeah, shout out to Mike. I definitely got some I definitely got to catch up though, but you got to forgive me. You know, I got a lot going on.
Not same here, bro. I believe I feel your pain, bro.
I definitely, you know,
you're dealing with 3 kids too.
Say it again.
12 and under.
Yeah, good man. So, but I still have to say this. When you talk about Harden coming to Brooklyn, Steph and Ty, I'm gonna make an official intro for them. But they're gonna do some sports. They're gonna talk about sports tomorrow, and then Ty is of course gonna come back with his sports show as well. HB2N says Ja look like he on the second level of Sonic.
Wow.
Ms. Ravioli says, "Schoolboy, how you gonna have a Morehouse photo without the yard? We look for the perfect photo and we didn't find it. Maybe you can send us one, Ms. Ravioli." And Schoolboy, your mic is on Teddy Riley, just so you know. HB2N
is there, you just can't see it.
Yeah, Chris says HB2N says Chris was like nah mean to Nicki Minaj. And Brooke says peace, salute to you. HB2N says those Bucks trades were healthy though. Yeah, they're gonna get into all that tomorrow. And
tomorrow. It's crazy. I went to sleep early. I was about to hit my phone up if we was gonna do that today. I was about to be like, boo, boo, boo. What the fuck I missed? Like, word. Like, yeah.
I know y'all know everything there is to know about this shit, so y'all gonna definitely be able to get people in the loop. Redemption says, great job per usual. Have a great day. Thank you for real. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for all your support, Redemption. We really appreciate you up here. Laura Vel says, just subscribed. I think you capping. I think he been subscribed, but he's trying to get other people to subscribe. So what he's trying to say is, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You I mean,
I think he was talking about Twirl Talk Sports.
Oh, okay. He's talking about okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate that. Go subscribe that, man. I'm talking that shit.
No doubt. No doubt. Brooklyn Honcho says smash the like button. I appreciate it. They gotta say it because I won't. And Just One Love says everyone have a blessed day and stay safe, family. That means a lot to me coming from you. Thank you, and you do the same. And Brooklyn Honcho says peace to Just One Love. Yeah, so we about to run up out of here. I'm a little late for my appointment, so I'm about to make this happen. On Tuesdays, I'm for the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna have to end it right here on the dot at 9, which I'm still late. But yeah, I want to thank all my co-hosts for the day. Steph Got Jokes, Ty West, aka 4th West Side, Schoolboy, and this has been the Morning Rant. And thank you for watching.
No doubt.
We will be here tomorrow. Salute.
Salute the guys. Yeah.